Hey guys, it's the first day in months that I can actually pick up this soil and it actually crumbles. This is pepper update number 2 for the 2018 pepper growing series. And the peppers, as you can see, are doing quite well. So these here are the peppers I started. I think these ones are about a month old now. Or, yeah, I think they're about a month old. So they haven't grown too much since the last video, but they've definitely got a bit bigger. The habaneros are starting to really flesh out a bit more. As you can see, they're starting to get their third set of true leaves now. And the banana peppers are looking strong, looking tall. This is the red bell pepper right here. It's this one's growing fairly slowly, but you know, I mean, a lot of my newly transplanted seedlings are really pushing out their true leaves now, and the stems look nice and thick, nice and strong. Now these seedlings right here are the orange habaneros. They're doing really well. They're getting their third set of true leaves now. And an interesting thing to note about the habanero variety is that they grow a little shorter than the other varieties when they start out, because I guess that's just the way the variety grows. Because if I show you the banana peppers over here, as you can see, there's quite a height difference. This one's about 3 times as tall as these habaneros. But don't worry guys, if your habaneros are looking like this, just know that it's the variety. You're not doing anything wrong. As long as your seedlings look healthy and they're growing at a decent rate, there's really no reason for you to be worried. So I just thought I'd share that with you. A lot of people have been asking me lately about watering pepper seedlings. They want to know when's a good time to be watering your pepper seedlings and how do I go about doing it? Well, the first step is to lift up your tray, and if your tray is really heavy, that probably means it's full of water, and that means you shouldn't be watering. But if your tray is light, then I would highly recommend watering. So what I do to water my peppers is, first I lift this tray up like this, and then I take a bottle of water or a watering can, whatever you have, and then I just pour some water into the tray. Now, how much water do you need in the tray, you might ask? Well, I put about ½ centimeter in, which is about 1/4 inch. So about 1/4 inch into the bottom of the tray, and then you just set your tray back down. So what this does is, this is essentially bottom watering. So this is a very popular method on YouTube. I've seen plenty of videos advocating this method of watering. I really recommend it because what it does is it makes it so that every pepper gets the exact same amount of water pretty much. So it's basically a very accurate way to water your peppers. And also another good thing about it is that it's like basically what it is it's like a wick. So the dry soil is going to wick up that water, and it's going to water it from the bottom up. So you'd be surprised, but actually it only takes about 30 minutes, depending on how warm the water is, to soak the majority of the soil in the cell. So that's essentially what I do to water my peppers. So another thing I do to water my pepper seedlings, on top of bottom watering, is I actually grab a mister, like so, and I just kind of mist the tops of the plants, and I mist the soil. Now this step isn't really necessary, but the reason I really do it is just to increase the humidity, because I find that helps with peppers. Is if you have a bit, like you don't want to have a lot of humidity, but a little is definitely beneficial. So that's what I do, just to increase the humidity. And also, if the tops of the soil dries out, I just like to give it a little moisture. The reason I think my peppers do so well is because of the grow lights I have. And I'm going to leave a link below in the description if you're interested in the grow light that I have. Another thing I use that I think really helps create such healthy, stocky seedlings is a fan. Now this is just a regular fan. It moves back and forth. I put it on the low setting because you don't want your seedlings to be totaled, but you do want to have a little bit of wind stimulation. That'll just help the roots develop. It's not an absolutely necessary step, and honestly, you'd probably be perfectly fine without it, but I just kind of, I don't know, I think it helps a bit, so I just put it on. This was my original pepper seedling tray, and so it's the most developed, but then last week I planted this other tray of peppers because I had a lot more peppers germinating, and they're really starting to look alive now. Some of them are getting their second set of first set of true leaves, but others are just freshly planted, and they'll be taking a few more days to a week to start to really push out their first true leaves. These are actually the ghost peppers I planted, I think about 2 weeks ago, and I have a video on that. If you want to learn how to grow ghost peppers from an actual store-bought pepper, I have a video on that. I'm going to leave the link in the description, so you can click on that if you want. And but yeah, they're doing very, very well. All my peppers, well, most of them, are really thriving under this grow light environment. And yeah, I can't wait to make another video next week to show you guys how things have progressed. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or if you found it helpful, please subscribe and leave a comment if you have any other questions. I'd be happy to help. Have a good day, and thanks for watching. Bye.